What's up guys, it's Danta. Now a week ago the beta for the new expansion Midnight finally started. And with it we are able to check out something that people have been waiting on for a very long time. Player housing. Now back in August I got to try out housing at Gamescom. I was excited, but after actually getting hands-on with it, I walked away kind of disappointed and honestly a bit annoyed at how bad the controls were. But I figured it's an early build, so things will change. Well, let's just say it still needs a lot of improvements. It has the potential to be so amazing, but there are just certain things that really ruin the experience, at least for me personally. Now, I'm not someone who gets hundreds of thousands of views, so I don't even know if anyone on the WoW team will ever see this. But since this is beta, and the whole point of a beta is feedback, I want to give my honest thoughts on housing, what I think needs to be improved, and a few ideas that could make it more fun and enjoyable. I'm just going to say what I think, which might sometimes make it sound like I'm hating on the game or whatever, but I'm not. I love WoW, I've been playing the game for over 17 years, and I want housing to be perfect, because we've all been waiting for this feature for such a long time. Now, a lot of you don't know this, but I really enjoy games where you can build your own stuff. When I was a kid, I played things like The Sims, Zoo Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon. When the PAX Day beta came out, I had a lot of fun building stuff with Asmongold and the clan. And more recently, it's been Enshrouded, Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster 1, and right now, Planet Coaster 2. I'm actually rebuilding the full Blizzard world map from Overwatch in Planet Coaster 2, including the areas that you can't even visit in Overwatch. I've already spent around 300 hours on just this tiny part of it, and it will probably take another 1,000 or 2,000 hours to finish. But the controls in that game work so well that building actually never feels annoying, which is the complete opposite of how housing feels in World of Warcraft right now. But before we get into all of that, I want to quickly mention two things that Blizzard actually has done really well when it comes to housing. The Alliance neighborhood is honestly amazing. The Horde neighborhood is nice too, it definitely gives that classic Horde vibe, but personally, I would have preferred something like Eversong Forest for my Horde characters, especially after seeing how incredible the zone looks now in Midnight. Founder's Point though, so the Alliance neighborhood, is exactly where I'd want to live as an Alliance player. There are so many different spots where you can place your house and it's awesome. There's something for everyone. You can live near the beach, up in the hills by the mountains, in a forest that feels like Duskwood, or completely isolated like me near an apple orchard, which has one of the best views on the island. The other thing that I feel like Blizzard has done really well is making sure that housing items are showing up everywhere in the game. You will be able to earn housing items from achievements, and not just Midnight ones. Blizzard actually went back and added housing items to a large number of older achievements as well, which is awesome. There are also vendors all over Azeroth selling decorations. You can buy them with old expansion currencies like Order Hall resources, Garrison resources, Apaxis crystals, and a lot more. On top of that, Professions now let you craft housing items as well. Now the best part is that this makes Professions feel more meaningful again. And it also gives you an extra reason to revisit older zones. Now, like I said before, housing needs improvements if it's going to be amazing. So that's what I want to go over now. Right now, you can only place 200 points worth of decorations outside your house, which is basically nothing. I wanted to build a cool yard, but with 200 points, this was all that I could do. Like there's almost nothing in my yard. So far, I haven't seen any quests or achievements that increase your outdoor limit. And for some reason, you can't place any lights outside your house. Like, why Blizzard? It makes zero sense. The only explanations that I can think of are too many lights would cause performance issues in neighborhoods, or they want to prevent people from covering their entire plot in bonfires to make it look like their plot is on fire, which, to be honest, would actually be funny. But let's be real, if the reason we can't place lights or more than 200 points worth of items is because the server can't handle it, then why even let us decorate the exterior at all? I just want to go crazy and make a cool garden, but right now it's just not possible. I really hope this isn't a server limitation, but I kind of think it is. Another thing that sucks when decorating outside is that you can't see the boundaries of the area in which you can build. For example, if you want to place a fence or a tree and you turn the grid on, you will see a small grid underneath the item which stays yellow, even outside your buildable area. So when you place the item, it basically just snaps back with an error, saying that you are not allowed to build outside of your plot, which is just super annoying. Now there is an easy fix for this. It's basically something that literally every other building game already has, a toggable full plot grid view. So just give us a button or make the existing grid button show the entire outline of our buildable area. I'm honestly surprised that this isn't already in the beta. So one of the most annoying things, in my opinion, is the building controls. Like, they just feel so outdated. Let's say you want to create a fence around your house. You go into build mode, select the fence, place it down. Then you have to press the second button to go into the advanced mode. No idea why you can't just go straight into advanced mode without placing the item first, but yeah. Anyway, then you have to select the button to go into advanced positioning, so you can actually place the item precisely where you want it. Then, if you want to make it bigger, you click the scaling button. After scaling it, the position is probably off again, so you go back into advanced positioning mode. If you want to rotate it, you also have to select the rotate button afterwards. All of this is so unnecessary and annoying. But the most annoying thing, you still can't copy items. So every time that you want to place another fence with the same height, position, everything, you have to repeat the exact same steps all over again. So you will have to place a new fence, look at the scaling on the old one, go back to the new one and match the scaling, rotate it, and then perfectly line it up again with the old one. It's actually ridiculous. Now here is what you can do, Blizzard. In Planet Coaster 2, you can select an item. It doesn't even have to be placed. You can then press X and you instantly get the advanced movement arrows. Press X again and you get rotation. Press it again and you are in scaling mode. It's just so much better than cycling through a bunch of separate buttons for no reason. Whenever I'm building in the beta, it feels like I'm playing Invoker from Dota 2. Also, just give us a simple option to quickly copy an item. It's not that hard. Smaller studios with way less employees and budget do this already. So there is really no reason Blizzard can't. The only reason that I can imagine the copy function isn't in the game is because of the next thing, which, oh boy. I'd honestly fire the person who thought that players wanted this. Who thought it would be fun for players to have to buy the same item over and over and over and over again, instead of just making an item you've unlocked through an achievement or bought once infinite, so you can actually place as many as you want until you hit the core limit. There is no way the player actually benefits from this system, but I will explain later why it's actually done like this, because I think we all know. Now, some items cost a lot, and I'm not just talking about gold. We are talking Border Hall resources, Garrison resources, Honor-bound Servers medals, Apaxis crystals, Echoes of Nyalotha, and a lot more currencies. Now take the Titanic Brazier as an example. It costs 100,000 Echoes of Nyalotha. I don't mind farming that once. You shouldn't get everything in the game for free. But if I want 2 of them, or 20, I have to farm the entire currency all over again, which is just unnecessary and not fun at all. We already earned it once, just let us use it as much as we want. Yeah, they could reduce the price after the first purchase, but even then, it's just boring and annoying to farm and buy the same thing repeatedly. And don't forget, you also have to run back to whatever vendor sells it. Now, even though I think that the whole buy the total amount of decorations that you need type of system should just go away, and the items that you've earned should simply be infinite, if Blizzard refuses to get rid of that system, at least add something that Animal Crossing New Horizons has. Let us order the items that we've already bought straight from our house. We don't have a phone in-game, like in Animal Crossing, so just use the mailbox or whatever. Basically anything that saves us from teleporting out of the neighborhood and running all the way to, I don't know, Corthia, because you forgot to buy an extra chair. And honestly, even dice should be infinite. You made it, you bought it, cool. Now use it as much as you want. Now let's be real. The reason why these housing items aren't infinite is probably not the developers. It's Blizzard's higher-ups wanting to squeeze more money out of players. Because if you were just able to copy items over and over, how are they going to justify selling a cherry blossom tree for $2 or euros per tree? This brings me to the Hearthsteel currency. There is no reason for this currency to exist, except Blizzard wanting more money. Then you see a blue post trying to explain why you can't use Battle.net balance on housing items, even though you can use it for literally everything else. The entire blue post is just complete bullshit. Oh hey, we pulled a brand new currency straight out of our ass that you can buy with real money, in probably different package sizes, just like Diablo 4. I bet it will be the same thing as Diablo. You have a beautiful window for, let's say, 500 Hearthsteelies. But the cheapest $5 pack only gives 450 Hearthsteelies. So of course you are forced to buy the 950 Hearthsteelies pack for $10 instead. Man, it's going to be ridiculous, I'm telling you. People still defend this type of stuff, so no wonder Blizzard is like, "You're still playing this game, so you're used to eating garbage. Here, Billy, have some more garbage. Choke on it, bitch." I just get so annoyed by it, man. I actually started getting mad just talking about it. We started with a 15 euro horse, and now we have an 80 euro or $90 longboy. Soon it will be a $2 cherry blossom tree, and eventually we will have a $150 Illidan statue. And after selling all those mounts and cosmetics, we still can't figure out how to stop helmets from making us bald. Like really, Blizzard? Anyway, these are the main things that I think should be changed before December 2nd. Now before ending the video, I want to give a few ideas I had that could make housing even more fun. So back in the day, World of Warcraft could be used to temporarily escape the real world. But nowadays, more and more real-life stuff gets shoved into the game. So I thought, screw it, why not add Burglary? Yeah, call me crazy, but hear me out. Everyone will be able to use lockpicking, but if you are not a rogue, you can only lockpick doors. Or maybe they could add another skill that basically lets you break into someone's house. The more decorated the house is, the harder it is to break in. Just like real life. Now here is what I've been thinking. If someone breaks in, they can steal like 10 items. And those items get added to their housing catalog. As soon as someone enters your house, you get a notification. Let's call it a neighborhood alert. Now, if someone enters your house while you are inside, both of you get flagged for PvP instantly, and you can straight up kill the guy that's trying to rob you. If you kill him, you get half the gold they have on them, with a minimum of 10k. So if the guy has 200k and you kill him, you get 100k. But if he only has 10k gold, well, rip bozo, your money is gone. Now for this to work, I'd make it so that the person who owns the house has to be online on any of their characters. Otherwise you would be able to rob offline people, and even though I think that's funny, it would make people super mad. Also, you will probably have to make sure that people can opt into this system, or you will have a lot of upset players. But man, I keep thinking how funny it would be to casually be walking around the neighborhood and actually seeing someone breaking into a house and the neighbor just beating the living shit out of him. It kinda sucks that the inside of your house is instanced, because that means we can't peek through windows and see what's happening inside. Still, imagine you are in a raid and someone suddenly yells, "Someone broke into my house," and immediately just hearts out to defend their home. Oh man, it would be hilarious. One thing that I would love to see is seasonal weather. So let's say it's fall. You'd have leaves falling off trees and piling up in your yard and the entire neighborhood. When it's winter, give us like 2 days of snow, and then maybe have the whole neighborhood covered in snow for like 1 or 2 days before it melts and goes back to normal. Basically something like the Arati Basin snow map. Now another thing that would be cool is random events. Not just the usual Halloween, Christmas, midsummer stuff, but actual random events that happen at random times. For example, in the creepy forest, a ritual starts where a few cultists try to summon a demon at 12 AM, and then that demon starts rampaging around the neighborhood. At 11 PM, a zeppelin crashes and you can loot it for parts to craft housing items. So just random, silly events. There are so many other things that I could name, but I think this video is already pretty long, so I will keep it at this. Housing has the potential to be amazing, which is why I really hope that the things that I mentioned get improved or changed before they actually release housing. Housing could be such a fun thing if they don't let the annoying parts drag it down. I'm really curious to hear what you all think about housing so far. What do you think needs to change or improve? And are there any cool or crazy ideas you'd like to see added? Just let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.